Hey, welcome back to the Man Cave Workshop. Don't know if we can get all this in shot or not. But just a little video while it's March 25th, 2020 and the UK is in lockdown due to COVID-19. So I'm just showing a few little videos of what I'm doing to pass the time of day. Found myself with a lot more time available than I've had it in many years, so I'll keep throwing out these little videos. So this radio, this subject that's on the bench, is a Roberts R500, model R500 set. And this one ended up coming my way as a very kind offering from a YouTuber I've mentioned before on my channel called Paul. His channel is Cody's. Check it out, it's brilliant stuff he does on there. And he told to me the story behind this radio is when he got it, when he acquired it, it was actually black. It looked like it had been down a coal mine for years. It was that bad. And he cleaned it up and cleaned it up to the point where you can handle it. It's come on the bench again, such a clean radio. He did all the electrical work on it, recapped it, and I have tested this radio, and it does sound and performs amazingly well. While I've got this, the dial face, well, the whole radio really in my hand, if you look at the waveband buttons, this should say long, this should say medium or med, and this should say short, because it's a 3-band radio. It's long wave, medium wave, short wave. Now apparently a common thing with these is the lettering wears off very easily. Usually, and this is Cody's, Paul telling me again, the long is left and the medium and the short always wear off. And the long was on this set when it was dropped off to me. And literally with just a wipe over it disappeared, so I can see how easy it is for these to wear off. I might have a look to see if we can get some decals to put on them, but at the moment they're just as they are. They're there, can't do much about that at the moment. The set's really clean. It performs amazingly well after Cody's has recapped it and done all the electrical work on this radio. The speaker is in really good shape, all clean. The case, all clean. Touched it, you don't get any marks on your fingers. It's so clean. One thing I have done though, and the reason I've took it to bits, is to just do a little few other things on it as just to keep going really. So the handle, these have an insert on the front and the back, and it was green, the original one on this, but they deteriorate and they corrode away and just crumble off basically. So what I've done, there wasn't any on this handle at all. So what I've done is I got some leather sort of belt material like this. Not like this. This is stuff I've used. Measured it up to fit as an insert, and it roughly was about half the width of this. I think it's 10mm. 10? Did I say 10mm? Might have been 10mm. Might not have been 10mm. Can't remember. So I've just cut it into strips and basically just glued it on with this Unibond power glue. So you lose. They should have a stitching. 2 lines going down either side like a track on both the inside and the outside, so you do lose that, and I've only got black, so it's gonna contrast a little bit with the set, but it's gonna look much better and strengthen up this handle more than not having anything on it at all. If you look at Robert sets, these handles they're quite common, and if you're familiar with Robert sets, you'll know how often these corrode and just fall apart. If I can save them, I will. And I've done this technique before on other radios. The other thing, I've took the grill out and tried to... It was pretty good, to be honest, but there's still some dings and dents. But I've cleaned it up as best I can to put back in. I pulled the badge out because that was... it had lost all its chrome, or most of it. So again, you've probably seen in other videos, I've cleaned it all up and used a Molotow pen, chrome pen. I find these really good. I'll just show you these just in case you haven't seen a previous video with them in there. They're a company called Molotow, and they're a liquid chrome pen. They tend to work very well on these badges. So what I'm going to do next is put it all back together. I'm waiting for... I've ordered some... nearly forgot then. Some... It's like a cream, green, dark green shoe polish to refreshen the Rexine sort of stuff, yeah, on the case. Because Paul's cleaned it so well, which is fantastic. It's great to handle. And from what he described, it was disgusting when he got it. I thought I'd give it a treat and clean it up. One thing I'm thinking about doing is that there's this piping along the edges and the top. Can you see how it looks green at the moment? I think it was gold looking at the underneath originally, and there's just two. It's one piece and then it's nailed in like a strip, like a shoelace going around. And now I have pulled these off before, and you'll see it in the R500 video I did. But this one, it looks quite deeply seated. And from what Paul's told me about how this has been stored, I might just leave it in place and just live with it like that. So I hope you enjoy watching these little videos. I keep popping up on YouTube just while we're in lockdown, but got a bit of spare time. It's always nice to look what's going on people's benches if you're into this restoring old radios hobby. So as always, be good to each other, and I will catch you in the next video, and take care.